Let's take a look at the chart action for Dogecoin. So we had a huge run up like this on Dogecoin, and then now we're kind of falling in this channel right here. We got support right there, and then we're getting resistance right here, and we got resistance all right here. And then we came down and got support down here. We actually came down and wicked all the way down here. And then we got a bounce up, and now we've been kind of floating in this triangle pattern, something like that. I'm kind of curious if we are doing something like a W pattern, which would be bullish. So what we're waiting for now is to break this white trend line to keep being bullish. It seems like we are getting a little bit of support right here on this trend line, and let's see if we can continue to go up. You could also see that there is like almost this another W pattern forming right here. So I guess what I'm wondering, and I talked about this in my last video, are we gonna push through these resistance lines right here and maybe do something like this, or maybe, you know, fight through it a little bit? Or are we going to come down and get some limit orders filled? So I have these limit orders filled at .51, .219, and .182. So if the price comes down here, these prices will get bought automatically. I think in general though, we are in a downtrend, so we do technically have to be bearish until we break this trend line right here pretty much. Right now we are getting some support right here, which does make me kind of reevaluate what's going on. Like I said, let's see if we break to the upside or the downside. Alright, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is Doge to Bitcoin. Alright, so if we go to the Doge to Bitcoin chart, we've had this run up like crazy. It's been going up and down something like this, and kind of basically in this channel right here. So right now it looks like we are going to the downside, but we are starting to test this resistance right here. If we go into the daily time frame, you can see that we have this kind of triangle pattern going something like this. We're right about to test that trend line going to the upside. Let's see if we could break through that, and if we can, then that will be more bullish for Dogecoin. The other thing I want to talk about is the total market cap in general. So let's find that one. Alright, so we're looking at the total market cap, and it's been going down like this pretty much. And I talked about in my stream how, alright, so on my stream I talked about how we got this support area right here at 1.39 trillion, somewhere around here, and I got that from this previous support right over here, somewhere right here. So yeah, something like right here, and we actually came down and wicked down there multiple times. So we actually came down right here, got support on it right here at this wick, and then came back up, and then kind of came back down and kind of retested it a little bit. We didn't quite touch that box, but we got close to it. And then we came up and then got resistance right here, and then came down and touched that box again, and it looks like we just kind of bounced off it again. So what I'm kind of wondering is, we have this kind of downtrend going something like this, and it looks like we're testing the top of it right now as well. So I'm kind of curious if we are going to push to the upside or if we're going to push to the downside. The other thing I'm kind of wondering is, do we have a W pattern, something like this forming? Maybe something like that. I've been noticing this on pretty much all the charts. And yeah, we have some sort of like W kind of forming so far. It could also be, I guess, a bear flag, something like this. And then if we broke to the downside, we would target maybe from here to here, and then drag that to the breakout of something like that, which would take us under 1 trillion. I'm not sure. I don't know, 931 trillion. That's the bearish scenario, but if we can do something like this, bounce off this, and then break through right here, that will be a pretty much recovery, I think. And then we can target pretty much from right here to right here, take that to the breakout, and then we would be looking at maybe 2 trillion, 2.045 trillion, somewhere around there, which would kind of put us back in this channel right here, which would be pretty interesting. if we just kind of popped right back in that channel. But yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering on a lot of these charts I've been looking at is, are we in a W pattern right now? Will we break to the upside and finish that W off? And then even when we finish the W though, are we going to break that resistance right there? Or are we going to get rejected and come down and do the bull flag? So we'll kind of have to wait and see. But for now, I have been watching this total crypto market cap like a hawk pretty much. This is probably like the main chart that I've been really watching and paying attention to, other than the individual charts, but this one is really telling a lot. If you guys are interested in learning more, come check out my stream. You can come ask me questions through the chat. It's basically a way for us to communicate through chat, and then we can look at charts together. Alright, if you guys like that video, hit that thumbs up button.